What's cracking, Jump Nation family? It's your boy here, Rushi, yes, aka the Jump Rope Coach. Welcome to part 2, guys, of my 5 top things that all good jump ropers do out there in the world. Part 1 was an absolute success last week, and you guys have been crying out for this one. So listen, we're gonna get straight into this one, no messing around. So stick around after these quick messages. I want to get into it. Peace. Yes guys, welcome back. So before we get straight into these 5 points for you today, I want to let you guys know that we are now restocked on all RA speed ropes, legacy ropes, icon ropes. Hit my website down below, use YouTube 10 for your 10% discount. I want you guys flying like bosses as always. So get yourself geared up with the best ropes on the planet. Point number 1 is all about your rope length. Rope length is so important for people who can skip well, all right? Now, a lot of the times, people who can't skip so well or find it a little bit more challenging is because they've just got the wrong rope length, okay? It's usually too long in kind of my experience. And what that does, guys, is when you are trying to do your cool moves and your crossovers and your double unders and, you know, everything that looks good when it comes to skipping, if you've got a long rope length, it's gonna be dragging along the floor, it's gonna be getting damaged. You're just not being efficient with your rope, right? You're really using too much energy to get this rope around your body, slows you down and makes everything look a little bit awkward. So point number 1. The second part to that point is if you've got a rope length that's too short, you're now already sort of jumping a little bit higher than you need to because you already feel, your body already knows that the rope is too kind of short for you. Very simple point. So how are you gonna get this right? You just have to do it by trial and error. You need to make sure your rope length fits your style. So for me, for example, my elbows always go back, and that way I make the rope and the arcs narrow and a little bit longer. So that's why all my videos, you think the rope is really long, but in fact, the rope is just clipping the floor a couple of, I'd say maybe a foot in front of my feet, if that kind of makes sense. And that's what you want. That's how you're gonna find out. You're gonna look at your rope, where it's clipping, match it to your style. That way, you're gonna make sure you'll be nailing those moves in no time. Point number 2, peeps, is all about how you engage your core. Now, in part 1 of this series, I talked about balance and how balance was important. That was more kind of about how you shift your weight. That was kind of that aspect about shifting weight down left and right. This form of balance is about how good jump ropers know how to engage their core, especially when they're doing power moves. Now, I've seen so many people, when they are learning things like southpaws, things like this, they twist and things look a little bit awkward. It doesn't look quite right. They know how to do the move, but they can't make it look smooth and effortless. Now, this point, this balance point, is just about good jump ropers know how to keep things straight, aligned. They're engaging their core. Things like double unders, you know, piece of cake. Then when they transition into southpaws, piece of cake. Double under crossovers, piece of cake. So it's all about how you stay balanced, engage your core, and you want to try and stay in the same spot as in for these power moves. You don't want to be jumping around, twisting bodies, getting you off balance. So all good jump ropers now to engage your core, stay balanced, keep it looking slick. Point number 3, peeps, is all about your body posture. Now, all good skippers out there, jump ropers, they just know how to keep it looking slick because their body and their posture is all in sync, looks effortless. Very similar to the balance point, but here, what I mean is if you'll know basically the kind of intermediates, the beginners, because their posture, especially when they're learning new moves, is kind of, you just know, right? You just know when they're tilting their body too much, or when they're doing things like double unders, they're doing the dolphin kicks. So it's like, you know, you'll see it better from this angle, hopefully. Or, you know, footwork, sometimes it's like, I'm not making fun here, but it's just normal, it's common. I was there as well. So what we want to do, and what I see good skippers doing, is they keep it just sharp, right? Think of someone who knows how to do a dance routine compared to someone who just walks through the doors and tries to learn that dance routine. They're going to be a little bit off. People who know the routines, know the footwork, know how to keep it looking smooth. So things like crossovers is just nice posture, upright, a little tilt in the body, chest over the rope, double unders, no dolphin kicks, nice straight legs, footwork drills, just nice and sharp. Comes into timing, what we sort of mentioned in the first sort of video. But just in general, no excess body tilts, no big kicks, no big kind of awkward movements. Think of yourself as a top line dancer, knows how to choreograph these transitions and make it look ultra slick. That's point number 3. Point number 4, peeps, is the whip technique. All right, now it's going to make sense as I kind of show it to you, but what you want to try and focus on is trying to be as efficient as possible with your skipping rope. What most people do when they try and go super fast is they try and go fast all from the hands, from the arms, from the forearms, from the shoulders. The whip technique is used by all good skippers out there, and it basically means that everything kind of comes from the wrist, and if you can hear that whip, that's what gives your kind of feel and efficiency. Just improves it all together and makes everything look nicer, especially your rope arcs. Okay, if you're doing things like crossovers and want to go faster, you can hear the whip right at the last moment, and that's when I know when to jump. So this whip technique, even with things like side swings, you can hear the rope, it has a change in sound, and that's just me giving it a little whip right at the right time. It doesn't come all from, it's not a consistent kind of whipping sound, if that makes sense. So that is my point number 4. Try and use this whip technique. You're going to just engage more of your wrist, flick the rope around you, and it helps for things like double unders as well. Just there's a little bit of pressure applied at a certain point. So give that a go. Right, peeps, point number 5 I'm flagging. It's all about how intermediates or beginners tend to not really master one trick at a time. Good skippers, good jump ropers out there will practice something 1,000 times, like 10,000 times if they have to get it right before they really want to kind of work on something else. What I see a lot of these days on social media, peeps, without getting too monologue-y, talky, is there's so many moves out there, there's so many people showing so many cool things, and you just want to get your rope and you want to give it a go, which is, you know, which is really nice. That's what we want. We want you guys to keep trying new things. But if you really want to be perfect and amazing at this kind of cardio, spend a lot of time on each thing, right? If you have to, peeps, like just practice things like double unders for a day, a couple of hours, just invest a lot of time into it, then move on to the next move. Then, you know, piece together transitions. Don't do the common mistake right now, which is just follow people, see them do a new trick and be like, I want to learn it, like without even mastering things like footwork, balance, timing, everything I've been talking to you guys about, because that's where you're going to fall into the kind of intermediate / advanced, but you kind of still look awkward. We don't want that, okay? So invest time, piece it together, make it look epic. So that is point number 5. We are all done. That's part 2. I do have part 3. I've got loads of points, to be fair. You just have to let me know. So comment down below right now if you want to see part 3. Give this video a big thumbs up, people. It would mean the world to me. It helps this channel grow and allows me to continue bringing you guys free content, free and valuable content. So again, hit that subscribe button, join our amazing community, cop your rope somewhere here, and I'll see you in that next video as always. So without further ado, take care of yourself, just get the treadmill, stay safe. Peace.
Was the knight in shining armor in your movie? Would put your lips on mine and love the aftertaste now.